So last week I had a conversation with someone in the previous video's comments section, and they were saying, aren't you a little soon to be jumping to conclusions that Kursu died? And my response pretty much was, every time we've seen one of these deaths happen, when it was this point in time, at this location, someone's going to die, it just seemed like more than likely she was dead because she was at the scene that was a planned murder, unless she wasn't the planned target. But even if she did live, if she lived or died, it wasn't really a huge thing to me, mainly because her character, any of these characters could die at any point, and I'm not going to shed a tear, but I'm interested when they are on screen. But it turns out she did actually live. It was a stab and they got there in time, which isn't unbelievable because she did get stabbed, but at the same time, my hunch was on her dying because she was at the scene that was a planned murder, so obviously someone else was the planned victim there, as otherwise she would have been killed fully. But what's interesting with this episode is there's a lot that happens in this episode, a lot more info and a lot more theorizing that can be going on here, as the way this is happening, I've said it since last week, Kursu seems like she knows more than she's letting on. It seems like she's doing this more than to stop Takeru from investigating this. I feel like she knows what's going on, or she's involved in her own way, she's investigating in her own way, and she doesn't want him involved because she knows he will end up getting killed if he continues on this path, as pretty much it seems like these murders, like these stickers are following this newspaper club, and it's happening in relation to them, as they're always at these scenes of the crime since these murders have started happening again. And what's revealed this week is pretty much everyone who's been involved in this in some way seems to have some sort of psychic powers. When in Chaos Child, they all had like these weird swords that they were fighting with. I don't know. I thought it was a stupid concept in the original series. I thought it was kind of lame. But in this, it seems like they're going the route of more like psychological powers, being able to read minds, predict the future, and all these things are tying into the murders, which is really interesting. And I'm not going to be surprised if Kursu actually has a power in some way, and that will end up getting her killed, or it's going to end up getting one of her friends killed because they're going to be associated with her. I don't see her being just a normal person. If she is, that's going to be a twist for me, as I do feel like it's the way it's presented. It's portraying her in a way that makes her seem like she knows more than she's letting on, and it's not just her trying to protect her friend or her brother, which technically I don't think they're actually related, but they kind of view each other as brother and sister, as I think they were adopted. But still, it seems like she knows more than she's letting on, and with the reveal that these people had psychic powers, I think she definitely has some sort of power, and that's going to be an interesting reveal if it does happen when our main character finds this out, and either if that will get her killed or him killed or someone else. But I thought the overall direction of this episode, it was another kind of slower paced episode, but so much happened at the same time. I mean, we literally have Kursu talking to our main character saying, or just kind of explaining everything that's happened in their home, all the individual things that's happening with their brothers and sisters, how they're saving up for an air conditioner, which can seem like just kind of a pointless conversation, but what it was meant to do was to break our main character, to show you can't keep running away from your family, you are our family even if you don't think so. And I thought it was a really sweet moment and an emotional one that really showed us the humanity of our main character, but also showed us how much she truly cares for him. But really, I'm just quite interested to see when it gets revealed if she is just a normal person, or if my hunch is right and she has a psychic power and it's going to relate to this case in some way, and she actually was supposed to be the victim when she did get stabbed. But what's really interesting is when they're in the school is we do have another murder this week. The person who died swallowed all of these sumo stickers. They're all inside his bodies and he's throwing them up, his eyes are bleeding, and that's how he dies. And when I saw that death, I was just thinking, damn, like these deaths are getting creative. Like they always were pretty creative in the original series, but I'm really liking how they're going this route. They're making it seem just more insane and crazy to me. I mean, when you were watching that guy throw up all these stickers and his eyes were bleeding and crushing, it was kind of painful to watch in some ways. And I loved how the direction in the animation took that to really give you the sense of, holy hell, there is a psychopath at large here. We need to stop this shit. But I mean, when they're getting interviewed by the police saying, hey, like you guys are always around like when this shit happens, what's going on? But you do have alibis, so we can't say it's you. There's something going on, and I think the reason it's following them, it could have relation with Kurisu because she probably does know more than she's letting on, and these people are getting roped into it. But at the same time, I think because they keep investigating it, someone or something is latching onto them for some reason we don't know yet, but it's going to be one hell of a twist when I think we figure out why this is happening. But really, this is a series that it gives you a little bit of information at a time, it makes you think, but then weeks later, you'll think something else because of new info being revealed, and it's not usually until when you're 3/4 into the anime when you truly know what the hell is happening. But I'm really interested to see where this goes, as I'm loving the direction of the series, the animation, the voice acting, just the overall story structure. If this can end on a high note, it could be up there with Steins Gate for me. I'm just having a blast of this series. But for anyone who watched this episode, What are you thinking? Do you agree with me with Kursu that she probably has one of those psychic powers, or she has some relation to this case and all these murders? As I don't see how she couldn't be involved. Please no spoilers for people who know of the source material, but let me know your thoughts and just what did you think of that death this week? As it was pretty brutal watching him having to basically choke on stickers and throw them up and have his eyes pretty much pop out of his head. So let me know, and as always, please be sure to like the video if you did enjoy it, and be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. So until next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.